Love to spark the place.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
So the Nets starting five. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Bell is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Saraf in at the point guard position. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Pass to Sarr. Middleton on the wing. Wizards passing it around. Now here's Johnson. 5 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And sometimes Johnson just makes the defense feel helpless. Even when you contest his shot, he still finds ways to score.
Good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Johnson against Thomas. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That wingspan of Johnson helps him score around the rim. It's about 6'10", which is very good for a wing.
That is a solid start for him. 3 for 4.
Johnson surveying the floor. Launches a three. The rebound by the Nets. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Yeah, it's been impressive. And the question now is, who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
Middleton on the wing. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Middleton. The three. Porter pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Bell. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
Inside, here's Middleton. Bell with the block. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Wasted no time on that one. MP's got 16.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
priorities straight. All right, chums, we appreciate the report. Here's Johnson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Can they get it? That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 7 points for Johnson.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lets it go from 11, and good that time.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
For three, Bell, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Carrington. Still without a basket. Johnson can't hit.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Middleton against MP. Thomas gets a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Wizards trail by 12. Sarr with a screen on MP. Bounce pass Middleton. Sarr against Claxton. Johnson in the corner. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Johnson's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Bell passes to Claxton. Here's the three. And the Nets, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to George. Now Middleton. And the rejection by Claxton.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Sarr with it. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Middleton. Bell with the block.
Great defense from MP. Those young legs helping him get that block.
Got that one up quick. MP's got 27.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And the Nets making a change here. Mann's checked in. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
Pass to Middleton. George looking around. Now Carrington. 6 to shoot. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Clowney's checked in, and Martin subbed in for Cameron Thomas. The Wizards shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Watching this rookie, Trey Johnson, he's got that combination of length and shooting that every coach wants. This team really excited about his future.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Middleton outside. Here's Johnson. Count that one. Johnson's got 12.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets leading by 22. Got that bucket in no time at all.
MP looking solid from there.
Wizards have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's Sarr, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And here's MP for 3. Cans it from downtown.
3-point field goal.
Bell's got 41.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
It's George on the wing. Back to Carrington. Johnson finds Middleton. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by MP. Bell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Launches it. And again, it's Brooklyn with a 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Wizards shooting 47% here so far. Pass to Johnson. To end the run, back to Carrington. Stolen by Martin. And here they come. Porter with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And MP throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Middleton. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's 6 points for Chris Middleton.
Nice. A mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
No good from Bell. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. To the paint. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Washington going with a whole new group here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Nets. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Washington, 10 games behind.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Kispert setting the pick for Whitmore. Kicks it out to Johnson. Misses the 3. And here's Bell. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
11 feet away, and it's Whitmore missing. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Out to the right wing. To stop the run, and it's Bagley getting it to go.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Again, what an avalanche! 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Johnson with the bounce pass, and a wide open look for Whitmore. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Well, the Wizards shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
It's stolen by Bell.
Yeah, he didn't read the defense very well there. He telegraphed that pass.
And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. MP has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Martin. Also, Terrence Mann is out there. And it's Wolf in at the small forward. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
And here's MP for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. MP up top. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Tries from 10. And it's Whitmore missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Bell. Another one goes. Incredible.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Will it go? And it's MP with the rebound. Bell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And MP throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Fires the three. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist by Johnson. That's now 8 points for Cam Whitmore. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Johnson against Martin. Pass to Champagnie. Kispert on the wing. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Whitmore. Off target with his three.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
That one goes in.
Smart play by young MP. Saw his man, might have a better look, and he found him.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Top of the key, Bagley. On the wing, Whitmore. Bangs home the trifecta. Whitmore's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Wizards. MP right side. To the inside. There's the three. Rebound by Kispert.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low. Bagley kicks to Kispert. Pass to Bagley. The rebound by the Nets. Bell's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Wolf. MP looking around.
Wow, MP really learning how to run that pick and roll. That was nice.
And Washington has possession. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Pass to man. Here's Wolf. For 3, Bell. Good on the three-point shot.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now Whitmore, covered by MP. And he comes up with the deuce. Whitmore's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Bell, that's a 2-pointer. Yet another bucket.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Timeout called the Nets. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. Number 1, the Nets.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. A baseline J takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Wizards with possession. Now Carrington. Still scoreless. Sarr with a screen on Thomas. Takes a step back. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Chris Middleton's checked in for Whitmore. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And for that game against the Celtics, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Washington. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Carlton Carrington is out there with Johnson. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Sarr. And it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. A nice shot by MP.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Here's Johnson. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
This is exactly why so many were high on Johnson coming into the league, because he's a natural, tenacious scorer.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level. As is O.
Pass to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Over Thomas. And Washington again with the bucket.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
To the middle. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
That's what you want to see every night from MP. Go up and flush it down.
Here's Carrington. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Johnson outside. Back to Carrington. Over Saraf. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Bell passes to Porter. George with the steal. Inside, here's Middleton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 10 points in just the second half. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Johnson up top. Thomas covering. Shoots from the elbow. Johnson can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Porter with the screen for MP. Oh, Porter in position and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Sarr. That shot is off. Good defense by Claxton. Porter a screen on Sarr. Here's Bell, and MP throws it down.
The MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Carrington with the ball. There's the pick. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Bell heading to the hoop.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Wizards have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
The oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Pass to Johnson. Shot to stop the run. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Oh, great job converting through contact. Johnson needs to keep doing this moving forward.
And a wide open look for MP. And he's good on the 3 ball.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
George sets a screen for Middleton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Brooklyn's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Oh, Claxton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Back to Middleton. George with the screen on MP. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
For Brooklyn, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. Porter, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porter's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Stolen by Thomas. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Over Johnson. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Middleton. Johnson outside. Sarr sets the screen for Johnson. No good that time. MP against Middleton. And Bell kicks to Thomas. Here's Claxton, and he banks in the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Johnson outside. Over Thomas. The Wizards with another miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
3-pointer, Bell, and Sarr pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Middleton outside. Lays it up off the glass. Middleton's got 19 points.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Middleton against MP, and the shot goes down.
The game comes so easily to MP. He plays well beyond his years on offense.
Johnson outside. Back to Middleton. A 3-ball. Another miss by Middleton.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break. Oh, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Pass to Carrington. George with the screen on Bell. Here's Middleton, and he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
And Bell kicks to Porter. Back to MP. No good on the triple. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Middleton outside for the 3. Another miss by Middleton.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
With the step back, the 3 from MP. Drills the 3-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Sarr sets the screen for Johnson. And Sarr throws it down.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Claxton sets the screen for MP. George passes to Middleton. Johnson against Thomas. Clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Kept alive. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And here's MP for 3. Johnson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 26 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's MP, nails the 16-footer.
And I know younger players like MP don't often take mid-range jumpers, but still, it can be a useful weapon.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Carrington. Puts it up from 17. Another one falls for Washington.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
MP's shot is good.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Song. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bell with it. George picks him up. Outside for Thomas. Pass to Bell. Tries the spin move. Oh, Claxton in position. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Claxton's got 6.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And that's why they're behind. A lack of effort, a lack of attention to detail.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson draws the double. Here's Carrington. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got MP. Fleury is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Clowney in at the 5. Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got his first basket.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
MP left side. Count the basket. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Johnson can't get it to go. Brooklyn with the ball. MP outside. Down low. Here's Clowney. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 9th assist in the game now. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Johnson, the pass to George. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And Clowney can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. To the inside, here's Johnson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Wasted no time on that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Outside, George lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
That's the kind of toughness Bagley needs to show on every possession. Shake off the contact and finish through it.
And that one, good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Bagley. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists tonight.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. Knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Man, he has been great in this quarter, really involved. I love how they're using him.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Washington. Pass to Kispert. Up top, Bagley. Back to Kispert. Offline with his 3. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. To the paint, here's Clowney. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Bell with the block.
Well, how about MP protecting the rim? That looked like it was an easy 2.
Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Powell, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Free throw good, MP. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And another miss by Washington. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Fires for 3, buries it from three-point range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
13 feet away. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, for a guy who hasn't been in the league a long time, MP has a very soft touch on that jumper.
Bell against Middleton. Now Carrington. Johnson outside. Can they get it? Brooklyn's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
The Wizards shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Johnson, the pass to Middleton. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
All alone. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Over the course of his career, being able to consistently score on the inside will pay off big for MP.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Middleton. George with the screen on MP. Middleton dishes to George. And here is Johnson. The tray. Rebounded by Bell. MP's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Pass to Powell. Back to Bell. From deep three-point land. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Here's Middleton, defended by Bell. Middleton against MP. Looking to end the run, and it's laid up and in by Middleton. Middleton's got 25 points.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
And a deep three from MP. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, you see MP getting bolder and bolder, learning there's no limit to his three-point shooting range.
Back to Carrington. Johnson right side. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. The Nets making a switch here. Highsmith is checked in.
For the Nets, number 7, Haywood Highsmith.
Johnson outside. Powell pulls it in. And here's Brooklyn. Here's Bell. Again, the Nets for 2.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
Johnson outside. Pass to Middleton from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Outside, George. To the inside. Pass to Carrington. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Got that one up quick.
I think MP took that as a challenge, and he answered with a 3 of his own.
Here's Carrington. Middleton finds Johnson. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Carrington. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by Bell.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
Puts one up from 19. Good, he hits again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance.
Rebounds and blocks are usually property of the NBA's Goliaths. Steals and assists belong to the smaller, quicker guards. Even the best players often excel at one or two things. Meanwhile, MP's out here posting triple-doubles in wins. Talk about it, MP.
I don't know. I feel like triple-doubles are kind of old school now. I got to get on that new wave. You know what I'm talking about? Get some quadruple doubles, get the fans excited. Give them something to be excited about when they watch me play.
Always looking for... Kevin, back to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks.
Look, MP, they love you, okay? They said engagement's been through the roof since you started shouting them out, but now they just, they need a little more.
More? What you mean more?
They need a video of you talking about how you use Cognivibe and how it helps you live your best life as an NBA superstar and a lifestyle influencer and marketing icon. That's it.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
No, Austin, bro. I mean, I wear the thing when I sleep sometimes, and honestly, the crystals hurt my face when I turn over.
Okay.
But I guess it helps when I sleep a little.
That's perfect, all right? Just say that. I mean, not the part about the...
Look, being the #1 option is not for everyone. Other teams...
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Warriors, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, for Brooklyn, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Keita in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, the tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Nicholas Claxton out there with MP. And it's Saraf in at point guard. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And we have an inter-conference rivalry here tonight, Doris. Bragging rights on the line.
BA, for you and I, there's nothing better than when there's a little distaste between the two teams. You can feel the tension in the crowd right now.
And one of the ongoing storylines for MP this season, he's made it known that he is extremely focused on making a statement with his offense.
And so far, he's delivered on his promise to keep his foot on the accelerator offensively. The scoring role is one that most players would happily embrace, but it's the rare few who can deliver in this fashion the way we've seen MP do it.
6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by MP. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And it's Tatum missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got his third assist of the night. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Down low. Here's Tatum. Oh, MP with a block. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Counted from distance.
I just love the ball movement.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Brown. Last game, 26 points for him. And Brown with the stuff.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
For Brooklyn, they've got all 6 shots to fall in the first.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now here's Brown. So valuable for them offensively, adding 22 points a contest. Outside White. The 3 is up. Bell grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 10. From outside the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Thomas against White. Back to Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, MP.
As of late, he has been an absolute menace on the defensive end of the floor, causing all kinds of trouble for opposing offenses and making it really tough for the other team to find buckets.
Drops in the 3. Bell's got 11 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Tatum against MP. It's Brown on the wing. There's Simons with a 3. Boston again missing.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Screen by Claxton. Bell the pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Nets. And they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And, of course, there's the Celtics. They have the 9th spot currently.
I think for the Nets, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Simons outside. Pass to Queta. Back to Simons. Outside Tatum. To win the cold spell. Boston no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 20. And here's MP from outside. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
Back to Brown. Outside White. Boston again missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Saraf. And a nice finish on the layup. Saraf's got 5.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That'll send Jaylen Brown to the free throw line. It'll go on Michael Porter. Man, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Well, when you think about Cam Thomas, Doris, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, it's the first thing that comes into Cam's mind, and that's put the ball in the basket. And the ability to do it from range or off the bounce, this guy is a special offensive player.
Simon's shot is good.
And this is why you want Simons on the floor. I mean, he can really stretch it.
Thomas passes to Bell. To the paint. And that one's good, man. And the Nets lead by 21.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Tatum looking it over. Inside. And he banks in the layup.
Jason Tatum simply does it all on a basketball floor. That time, sets his teammate up nicely.
Now here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead. Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Brown for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been...
And they want... on a second opinion on that call. The signal.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. From deep, MP. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Here's Gonzalez. Powell covers.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And there's a pick. Pass to Clowney. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Bell's got 8 assists here tonight.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Gonzalez. Here's Minot. Bell grabs the miss.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
There's 31 seconds left now in the first quarter. Celtics trail by 21. Brown passes to Gonzalez. Back to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Clowney. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. MP's got 23 points. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. It's the Nets just dominating this one. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Garza in at the 5, down low.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Minot. He's scoreless. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Garza. Here's Minot.
Well, that's a good stand right there. MP stays attached and disrupts the shooter.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown in pick-and-roll play. Just gets to his spot and scores it. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Brown passes to Gonzalez. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Here's Brown. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
And that one's good. Bell
adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Outside, Brown. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Garza passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Mann. And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
For Boston, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Mann. Here's Garza. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
MP, the pass to Mann. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. Brooklyn, number 1.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Martin comes in for Powell. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Garza passes to Brown. Some solid defense from Martin.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Kicks it out to MP. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Steps back. Here's Walsh. Basket counts. Walsh has got his first 2 points of the night.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Pass to Clowney. MP looking around. And then Porter with the dunk.
Boy, you love to see the unselfishness of MP at this early stage. Pretty pass.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Steps back and fires. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. MP's got 36 points. The Celtics have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Garza passes to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. Again, Boston.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. From deep, MP gets the 3 to fall. Bell's got 39.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Garza. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. Martin against Brown. Hauser outside. Back to Brown. Beyond the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And that one's good. Bell.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The Celtics have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Outside, Brown. And it's blocked by Martin. MP finds Martin. Back to MP. Takes a 13-footer, and there's another one for Brooklyn.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Garza is gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Man, the pass to MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up. 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Martin. 4 on the clock. Can they get it? And it's laid up and in by Brown. Brown's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Pass to Walsh. Here's Garza. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Brooklyn with the ball. Goes up at the elbow. Another one goes. Incredible.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Walsh. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
MP with it. Porter a screen. MP outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Now Brown. He's got 19. Pass to Walsh. Here's Minot, covered by MP. From 9 feet, MP with the block.
That block is about MP knowing the scouting report. This guy knew exactly where he was trying to get to.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
1:41 left in the first half. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. And let's take a look now at some numbers for MP.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. Thomas comes in for Mann. Saraf comes in for Martin. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cadis checked in for Garza. Tatum comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Minot. And Simon has subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Tatum missing.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside, we'll see.
And it's good. He hits another one.
And what's another 60-point game for him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he's now within reach of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. White for 3. Knocks down the long J. White's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
The Celtics shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Tatum. Oh, sweet move. Saraf with the rebound.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And here's Simons. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Pass to Walsh. Here's the 3. Can't hit that one. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Nets out in front, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And as we welcome you to halftime,
defensively, play like you care, that's all. Well, there's also a talent gap, right? I mean, what can they do about that tonight?
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
I see some tough opponents. This is when you find out how much dog you've...
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
The tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. MP is out there with Nicholas Claxton, and it's Saraf in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Outside Tatum. No good on the 3.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
Doris at just 26 years old. Jason Tatum has his first title with the Celtics in 2024.
B.A., after he won the title, his first line was, "What are they going to say now?" This guy has done nothing but win from the time he entered the league. He is underappreciated as a big-time superstar. And guess what? There's a long way to go in his career.
Tatum against MP. Pass to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
White for three. Brooklyn pulls it in. MP's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the inside. Here's Claxton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And it's Brown off the drive. There's Tatum with the three. Oh, great D that time from MP.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And got it! Another basket!
What a game from him! 72 points!
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Simons has got 6.
Yeah, the response from Simons, a streaky three-point shooter.
Baseline try. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Brown passes to Queta. And here's Simons outside. Fires in the triple. Simons has got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Tatum passes to Simons. Now Brown. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Celtics. Simons outside. Here's Queta. He's guarded by Claxton. And here's Brown for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Brown's got 24 points.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
From deep, MP. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Now here's Brown. 24 points for him. Nails it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 10.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
MP, that one's good.
All night, he just won't let up.
Boston has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. And here's Brown for 3. They grab their own miss. The kick to Tatum. Knocks it down from distance. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The Nets have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Knocks down the triple.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Brown against Porter. Simons deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by MP.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll detest it. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Brian, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. From deep, MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Here's Brown. So valuable for them offensively, adding 22 points a contest. Outside Tatum. Will it go? Rebound Brooklyn.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Simons outside, out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
Bell the pass to Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Simons. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Simons has got 8 here in this quarter. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Tatum. Brooklyn pulls it in. MP's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Fires from 14, and that one comes up a bit short.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And Claxton comes to help. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Bell grabs the miss. MP's pass to Porter. This one for 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
On the wing, Tatum. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Porter with the ball for Brooklyn. MP inside. Brown's there. Kicks it out to MP. Porter a screen. Bell the pass to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
The Celtics shooting around 41%. Tatum passes to Simons. Back to Tatum. To get back on track. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
On target from range.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
There's the 3. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. Brown finds Tatum. That one goes in. Tatum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
Bell the pass to Claxton. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Tatum, and Boston again with the bucket.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
And MP throws it down.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
Boston's shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3. Tatum's got 26.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
Bell the pass to Claxton. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. 18 points here for Nick Claxton.
Listen, at this point, keep feeding Nick Claxton because right now his confidence is surging.
Outside Tatum. White with a screen on MP. Tatum can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Kick out to Brown. Fires the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Brown's got 8 here in this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Simons. 28 points for Jason Tatum.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
At the end of the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Walsh in at small forward. From deep, MP. Rebound, Boston. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Here's Gonzalez. Pau covers. Launches a 3. The shot by Garza, no good. And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. To the paint. Clowney. Shots blocked. Stolen by MP. To the inside. Here's Clowney. MP right side. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Outside, Brown. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Down low. Right side man. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Pass to Garza. Now here's Hauser. To the wing, right side. And here's Brown. A shot to stop the run. Brooklyn pulls it in. Bell's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Clowney. Soft touch off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right. I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
To the wing on the left. Powell outside. Pass to MP. They set the pick. Inside. Picked it out of midair. To the middle. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game. Now the Nets with it. They're on a 16-7 run. And that one's good. Bell.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Garza. The 3-ball. Bell grabs the miss. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. 4-3. Pure from three-point range.
You can see inexperience does not prevent MP from finding his spots and capitalizing.
Up top, Tatum. Covered by MP. Tatum. And it's good. 2 points. Tatum's got 35 in the game.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Pass to Wolf. Now here's MP, hounded by Tatum. And there's the screen to the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Powell against Brown. Outside Tatum. Off target from three-point range. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Down low, Clowney. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Launches it. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. To the paint. Yet another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Tatum with it. It's good. Tatum's got 37.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
And there's the lob. They swipe it. Takes a step back. Here's Walsh on the wing. Hauser. There's the triple. Drills it from deep.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow? Oh, the rebounding. Part of his triple-double. He's been nothing short of spectacular.
Pass to Tatum. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Martin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Derek White's checked in for Boston. Anthony Simons comes in for Hauser. And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. MP outside. Pass to Martin. Tatum against MP. Brown with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And he jams it home with authority.
How about the hands and anticipation defensively by Jaylen Brown? Part of what makes him special.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? To the inside.
Man, good whistle there.
First one falls for him. Boston making a switch here. Cade is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
It can be a very difficult thing to check Jason Tatum because of the multitude of ways he can score it. Give me the floater game, JT.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
The Celtics shooting a solid 47%. Pass to White. There's Tatum with the three. The rebound by MP. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Takes a three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Simons outside. Pass to Keita. Left side Tatum. Shot from the low post is good. Tatum's got 41.
Well, with the high release point, Jason Tatum can be calm under duress on the interior. That's nice.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
They couldn't have asked more from him, putting up this sick triple-double.
Throws it up high. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Clowney. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Now White lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Keita. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's Going to be on MP. Timeout called, the Nets. They're leading. Guys, your thoughts?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Brown against MP. Pass to Highsmith. Left side Sharp. MP outside. Here's the pick. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that. And then some.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And
another strong game where you managed to.
You know, it shows that I'm a force to be reckoned.
MP, I have to say you are buzzing. You seem to have a lot.